track, averaging speeds at 250 kilometers an hour. The walls are perilously close here. A safety car presence at every Saudi Arabian Grand Prix there has been so far. Lights out is at 6 p.m. with build-up on 5 Sports Extra from 5:45.
So we are pitch side, track side and pool side on 5 Live Sport. The final evening of competition at the British Swimming Championships. We can join Steve Parry.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, you're right. We're here at the London Aquatic Centre. I'm with John Hunt and Karen Pickering, and we're watching the final day of the British Swimming Championships, which, of course, doubles up of the selection policy for the World Championships later this year. There's been over 1,000 swimmers over the last 5 days competing for 36 titles, but most importantly, 30 of them will get tickets to get on the plane to go to Singapore later this year to represent Great Britain. And who better to start with previewing the action than 4-time world champion Karen Pickering. Karen, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, it's got quite a few good races, some really good matchups, but one of the races, the women's 100 freestyle, will be going this evening, and you have Freya Anderson, who hasn't yet booked her place to take part in the World Championships in Singapore, and of course she's been an Olympic champion in the relay in the past and an important part of the team for many years, so she'll be looking to gain the title in the 100 freestyle, but she's going to have some tough opposition from the youngster Eva Acaro, who won the 50 freestyle earlier this week, and it's a 12-year age gap between the oldest and the youngest in that race, which I love to see. Yeah,
we'll look forward to that. And John, of course, Great Britain coming off the back of a great Olympics last year, 1 gold, 4 silver. Which event are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, it's weird, Steve, isn't it? Afternoon to you. It's the 200 freestyle for the men would ordinarily be the standout event. Now, of course, Matt Richards is pre-selected after his silver medal in the games last year in Paris. So there's only one spot up for grabs tonight for the individual team. Obviously, the relay team pre-selected as well. So, yeah, that's taken a little bit of the lustre out of that event for me, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to the men's 200 backstroke tonight. Now, and he's swimming brilliantly. But I just feel Luke Greenbank this morning looked great, and of course he had a miserable Paris, being disqualified in his event, early on, when looking in great shape. I think Greenbank means business.
Yeah, it does, and I tell you what, they could do with turning the temperatures down a little bit. It's absolutely sweltering. It was kind of British swimming to stick us at the wrong end as well, John, so you're going to have to get your binoculars out so they can see what we're doing. But Steve, we're lined up here for the GB Aquatics. We're going to be on from 7 o'clock online, and then we're moving to Sports Extra about 7:45.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, guys. In the Women's Six Nations, Ireland beat Wales 40-14. Wales remain bottom of the table without a win in the men's Premiership. Leicester second in the table after a 36-19 win over Bristol. In Rugby League Women's Challenge Cup, London Broncos beat Barrow 22-14. And Holger Rune has beaten Carlos Alcaraz in the final of the Barcelona Open in straight sets. The PA has changed a little bit at the King Power at half-time. We enjoyed a little jazz club. Nice. Now second half commentary with Clinton Morrison and John Murray.
Yes, the traditional post-horn gallop just fading away as the teams come out. Liverpool in the red, Leicester in the blue. Quite a contrast between the two of them. Liverpool, the Premier League leaders, Leicester, second bottom of the table. Have to win this, otherwise they'll be relegated today, but they've given a good account of themselves so far, and it's 0-0 as the second half is about to begin. No changes at the break, so Leicester with Hermansen in goal, couple of decent saves from him. Pereira, Fass, Cody and Thomas are the back four, and Didi and Sumare in midfield. De Cordova-Reid, El Canous and Mavididi with Jamie Vardy up front. And Liverpool with Allison in goal, Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk and Tsimikas, Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, and then Salah, Diaz and Gakpo. The highlight so far, the Salah shot that hit both posts and stayed out early in the match, while Ndidi went just about as close for Leicester with a shot that struck the upright and stayed out. So the second half begins as Stuart Atwell blows his whistle in the East Midlands sunshine here at the King Power Stadium, just south of the city centre of Leicester. And it is Leicester City who play it forward to De Cordova-Reid. They're attacking from left to right as we look, and we're on the dressing room side of the ground. Ruud van Nistelrooy already in position, and Arne Slot now just walking forward. He's actually put a coat on for the second half.
He looks suave though, John, that's the one thing he has brought to the Premier League. He's one of the best dressed managers in the Premier League.
Understated, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Could win the Premier League title in his first season as De Cordova-Reid is caught offside. And it is a free kick to Liverpool. Yes, other managers who've won it in their first season at a club, and it is actually a lengthy list. Can you name any of them? I'll start you off.
Season.
Yeah, Mourinho at Chelsea won it in his first season. As Liverpool come forward with Gravenberch, have a little think.
Saved by this.
Yes. Here is Tsimikas now. Tsimikas to Gakpo on the left-hand side. Gakpo back to the edge of the area. Tsimikas curls it into the back post.
I got one. I thought he had won it, and I knew he had won it, but I didn't know if it's his first season. Conte,
correct. Yeah, he did it. So it's another corner to
How
Liverpool.
many more we got?
1, 2, 3, and these are all in recent times. So since Mourinho won it 20 years ago in his
there's
first
one
season.
Definitely. It's got to be Ancelotti.
Correct. That's another one.
Yeah, they're the best. There's no one else, is there? Mourinho, Conte, Ancelotti. What are the other two?
Well, there's a clue.
Pep.
Not far away from where we are here. Corner for Liverpool. In fact, where we are. Tsimikas. Left-footed and in over the top of Konate, headed away on the edge of the area.
Ranieri.
Yeah, and the other one, Pellegrini.
I would have got that one. I wouldn't. At Man City,
Manchester City. So it's not a rare thing. As the ball comes back towards the edge of the Leicester box, that's cleared away on the edge of the area. Comes out to McAllister. Liverpool now trying to start the second half strongly. Can't win the title today. Can't be confirmed today, but they are 2 wins away after Arsenal's big win earlier at Ipswich. As there was a slip by Pereira. Might have taken a bang from Gakpo, but the ball was out of play, and it's a throw-in to Liverpool, who go back into their own half. Still bright sunshine. There is a coolish wind, but it's perfectly pleasant. Konate across towards Bradley. Conor Bradley. Do you think he is the future at right back? Have you seen enough of him?
Yeah.
You can answer that in a moment, because here's Gakpo on the left-hand side. Gakpo back to Szoboszlai, 25 yards out, tries the shot. Humston goes down, couldn't hold it, parried it out. Gravenberch was nearly there, but Cody got there first for Leicester to smack it behind for a corner.
Yeah, it's a brilliant strike from Szoboszlai. And you know what? Once a goalkeeper, Hermanson, parries it back into danger, you want one of your centre-arm half to react. And Conor Cody done ever so well, but good play. I do like Conor Bradley. I do think he is the future. I think he's got a bright future. I still feel Liverpool need to sign another world-class right-back as well. Yeah,
you obviously have to have 2 in every position, as the top managers always say. Unai Emery was saying it to us last night, in fact, at Villa Park. Corner, McAllister plays it in. That's headed away on the edge of the 6-yard box by Conor Cody, who has been commanding today, hasn't he, against the club where he started his career. Conor Cody, the Liverpudlian, born in St Helens, as he was. The ball's out of play on the far side for a throw-in to Liverpool. It's been all Liverpool in the second half, and actually, when you look at it, the chances really have stacked up now, but Liverpool not able to find a way through yet. Gakpo's had a couple of near things. Obviously, the shot that hit the post from Salah, he's had one saved by Hermanson. The big chance when he volleyed it over in an aerial position. And then Diaz with that effort just before half-time, which was actually a good chance as well. But still 0-0 here, 5 Live. The World Service are back with us as well. Welcome to you. Tsimikas now down the left, but Fass slides in, and then Tsimikas goes over the top of him. But the 2 of them are okay. And there's a little acknowledgement between the 2 of them, all very friendly. Comes back to the centre circle. And then McAllister rolls it out to the left-hand side to Gakpo. Gakpo with Tsimikas on the overlap, but the Dutchman just keeps possession, plays it back centrally to McAllister, who scored a very good goal in Liverpool's last away match when they lost at Craven Cottage. Now Salah round the outside and wins a corner off Thomas for Liverpool again. Before it's taken, Barcelona-Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final. Emily Herbert.
Barcelona 1, Chelsea 0. It's a brilliant through ball to break the Chelsea back line, and Pajor is there to slip it past Hannah Hampton, bottom left-hand corner. Barcelona 1, Chelsea 0.
Thank you very much. So Barcelona, having had a penalty saved earlier in the match, now lead by 1-0. This is Liverpool's 3rd corner of the second half, and indeed 10th in all in the match. Still goalless. So this one swung in towards the back post. Hermanson comes, gets a good 2-handed punch on that as he leapt above the heads of everyone in front of him. Gravenberch is able to carry it forward, gives it to his fellow Dutchman Gakpo. Gakpo has El Canous tries to get a foot in, but Liverpool, Gakpo is able to find Gravenberch. This is now the left corner of the box, comes centrally. McAllister plays it through harmlessly for Leicester, all the way through the inside left position for a goal kick. Clinton Morrison.
Yeah, I think Liverpool will be looking to... I don't like Diaz in the centre-forward position. I don't think Luis Diaz is a number 9. He drops too deep, wants to get involved. His best position is on the left, so it might be a time for Diogo Jota, who comes on and always has an influence and is a more natural striker than probably Luis Diaz is. And then you look at probably McAllister's had a quiet game. Could someone like a Curtis Jones come on and change the game? So I think Arne Slot will be looking at that soon.
Darwin Núñez on the substitutes bench
yeah,
as
he
well.
could have an impact, Darwin Núñez.
Seems to be a feeling that he may move on this summer. Szoboszlai to Gakpo, and then in with the challenge Ndidi. That's a classic Ndidi challenge, isn't it? That was, you know, Leicester at their best when Ndidi's putting in those sort of challenges, and then it's being brought forward by Mavididi, who then finds Szoboszlai and Gravenberch chasing him, but he keeps possession, and there's a little bit of warmth from the applause of the Leicester City supporters inside the ground.
John, they're showing desire and heart to win a tackle. There was 3 of them there, and then Mavididi done well, and he didn't give the ball away. He kept possession. Well,
he talked Ruud van Nistelrooy about breaking the cycle, which they did last week with that point at Brighton, and now Tsimikas is being put under pressure. Al Canous with the cross, but it's over the top of Vardy, who ends up running past the goal and actually swinging. Tsimikas put under pressure, but now Szoboszlai bursts forward on the right. Szoboszlai's ball across. Hermansen with a touch. Gakpo with a shot, but that's blocked by the defender. Pereira inside the box, right in line of the shot from Gakpo, and was able to deflect it away.
He's got to score, Gakpo, for me. He has to score, John.
Yeah, and Leicester there, having pressed forward, opened themselves up at the back, and now Liverpool again. Salah's ball across, hits Thomas, bounces down. Salah, flicked from Bradley, and Szoboszlai couldn't find a way through, so it's back with McAllister 25 yards out, who gives it back to the right.
Yeah, it was good play from Salah to Szoboszlai. Once he puts it in, Gakpo's got the whole of the near post. He tries to go back to the far post. Good block from Ricardo Pereira, but he shouldn't be making him make that. Pereira should be tapping it into the near post. Should be 1-0 Liverpool.
The Grand Prix will be starting shortly, about 5 minutes time. 5-minute warning. It's on Sports Extra. Here's Tsimikas now. Tsimikas with a challenge from Di Cordova-Reid, and the final touch was off the Liverpool man, and it's behind for a goal kick. So it is still 0-0. Now 6:06 will be on the air on 5 Live from round about 6:30. So Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton will be taking your calls again on the UK's most popular football phone-in. So the lines are open. 085 909 693, the number to call. Hashtag BBC 606, or you can book your call on 8. Liverpool can vote. Cuts it back, shot from the angle by Luis Diaz, but it whizzes away over the top corner. Hands on the Colombian head from Luis Diaz. Goal kick, Leicester 0-0.
It looks like it's coming, doesn't it, John? I think in the second half, Liverpool have upped it. I think the 1 and 2 touch is brilliant. It's a good ball from Gravenberch. Great run again from young Bradley, and Diaz should be hitting the target. He's just leaning back, and that's what I say. He's not a natural striker, and I think that's where Liverpool will be shopping in the summer, to get a natural number 9. Liverpool get a number, yeah, they'll be back, but I still think, will they be back to that kind of level where they were 2 or 3 seasons ago, John?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure.
Obviously, we'll have to find out at some stage what happens with the 100-plus charges, whenever that eventually comes out for a throw down the right-hand side. The point being that obviously there are question marks there, but in a footballing sense, you would very much expect Manchester City.
Definitely,
to be back.
You think it would be the 3 teams, and there might be one team that surprises you. You never know, someone like a Newcastle or Aston Villa.
Leicester City 0, Liverpool 0. Yes, we were talking last night with Pat Nevin after the match had finished about what Villa's potential might be like next season.
Huge potential, especially with the manager Unai Emery. He's a fantastic manager.
Yeah, incidentally, Ollie Watkins is now the leading England player in terms of Premier League goals this season, so he's got 1 more than Cole Palmer, now 15. Top of the tree, of course, Mo Salah with his 27 that he scored in the Premier League this season. Through the middle for Liverpool, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Might break for Tsimikas, who stretched for it, but what an excellent challenge from Pereira, who found an extra yard there to block it. Or was it goalkeeper Hermansen in the end who actually saved it? In any case, it was deflected behind for a corner, and actually it was a good save by Hermansen. Excellent save, his best save so far.
Yeah, brilliant. I don't think Tsimikas needs to slide, John. If he stands up, he can dink it over him, but you're right, brilliant save.
They're getting closer and closer. Corner then, taken short this time. Then back to corner taker, McAllister, left-footed cross, hits Van Dijk, who's under pressure, and then they break away with Soumare, but he's got no one there with him. Vardy is trying to get there, but there, and actually El Khanous in the end lost his bearings, didn't realise he was next to the white line, and actually ran it out of play for a throw into Liverpool.
Yeah, they just have, you know, Leicester are doing ever so well. They defended so much, and they got such a deep line, and everyone's defending behind the ball. When they break, there's only one player really breaking, and Jamie Vardy, and it's so hard.
Now on Sports Extra, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Harry Benjamin and the team will bring you the commentary, so that is on Sports Extra, or via from the London Aquatic Centre, the British Swimming Championships on Sports Extra after the Grand Prix. Ball out of play for a throw into Liverpool over there on the far side, which they take quickly. Szoboszlai, Liverpool still struggling to find a way through against relegation-bound Leicester City. Konate is able to bring it down and give it to Szoboszlai. Then back to Konate, and then square to Van Dijk, and Van Dijk rolls it over here to the left-hand side on a slot, still not looking like making a change. Gakpo with the cross from the dead ball line to the penalty spot, where it is swung away out of play.
I think Leicester are going to make two changes. I think Daka, Buonanotte. I just seen Ruud van Nistelrooy call them back from their warm-up, so probably be one of them be Jamie Vardy. It's a lone battle up there up front by himself, isn't it?
Yeah. Buonanotte wasn't able to play against Brighton last week. He's on loan from Brighton. As I was rather hoping we might see young Jeremy Monga.
I saw him come on the other day. He looked lively on the right-hand side, John. He did. 15 years of age.
15 years old. Yeah. 16 in July. Remember those days, Clinton?
Yeah, I wish I made my debut at 15.
Half an hour to go. Bradley bursting forward for Liverpool, plays it across the box, couldn't find Tsimikas, still going Liverpool after it was blocked away. Salah, excellent footwork, curler, wide from Salah. Hermansen diving to his right. He had the look of a goalkeeper who'd been beaten by the shot, but actually it was wide.
Wide in the end, but Bradley is the one, put your foot through it.
We're going to see the double change for Leicester, but also Liverpool making the change, and Jota's coming on for Gakpo, as you suggested.